Hey guys, what's going on? This is Eric again, Rogue Faction Airsoft. Today, another airsoft review. I've actually had this gun for quite a while. But anyway, this is the A&K MK43, and this is basically a replica of what the Navy SEALs use in replacement of the M60. And so, basically I got this gun just so I could have that weapon that has that really big intimidation factor, and that's what it is. I mean, you show up to the field and you're carrying this thing in your hand, and guys, they're just their jaws drop. I mean, it is amazing the reaction that you get with this gun, and then when you actually get out onto the field, I have actually managed to keep the entire enemy team back in their spawn just because they're hiding from an immense spray of BBs. I mean, this thing has a huge rate of fire. It is the perfect support role weapon, and basically, you want a guy to be on your team when he has one of these because it successfully puts down the other enemy team, and if it doesn't hit them, their heads are definitely staying down. Without a doubt. So then your entire team can just move up, take over, and it's pretty much just game over by forfeit because this baby is backing you. Incredible rate of fire. FPS is exactly at 400 with 0.2 gram BBs. I have even chronoed it at the field that I go to, CPX and Joliet. And range, pretty impressive, actually, for a gun with such a high rate of fire and just such a short barrel. It's a great range, in fact. It's definitely 100 feet accurate, very accurate, in fact. I can nail some guy's forehead behind a car at 100 feet. No problem. Once you get to about 150 feet, you do experience some bullet drop. Um, I was having some problems with this in the beginning, but that was, I found out, just a hop up issue. I mean, I just had the hop up cranked up way too high. It comes to you all the way down. Uh, I was not pleased with where it was at, so I cranked it all the way up to see where it was. And it was just about the same, so I thought nothing happened, but apparently cranked the hop up too high on this gun, as with pretty much all your guns, you're actually going to experience a lot of unnecessary drop because it spins so much that it decreases the FPS, which decreases the range. If you do get this gun, it is extremely heavy, very heavy. Without the box mag, oh, by the way, there's your box mag right here, giant box mag, 5,000 rounds. No, I'm sorry, 4,000, but still. 4,000 rounds. If you go out into a round with 4,000 rounds, you can lay the trigger down the entire round and basically never run out of ammo. Because, I mean, you're going to probably be hitting the entire team with, like, one single spray. And the gun doesn't overheat, too. I mean, you literally could unload this box mag on the other team, and your gun would still be ready to go again. I mean, you just load more BBs up, slap that thing shut, and then you're shooting again. It comes with a built-in bipod. You just pull these down, and it will actually fold up as well. And then the standard angled foregrip that it also comes with. Like I said, very heavy. I do recommend getting a sling for it if you do get it. I've actually managed to just kind of deal with the weight. Slings are around like $25 for this, just because they're specially made. There's like a giant padded strip that'll go across your back, so the weight doesn't stress you out too much. I have learned how to just deal with the weight, really. I mean, you know, usually I have it mounted on its bipod and I'm either laying down or I have it mounted on something else. The box mag is plastic and it has this green like nylon cover on it, but it's also very durable, so I wouldn't even worry about it breaking at all on you. The box mag does connect to the battery here, and the battery goes in the box mag. It'll just fit right up next to it right there. Um, and it connects to the battery, so every single time you pull the trigger, it automatically feeds BBs into the chamber. And so you never have to worry about winding or over winding or anything like that. It feeds on its own. It's a very, very sophisticated weapon. And A&K, who's the manufacturer, did an excellent job at replicating every single aspect of this gun. I mean, you lift this up, that's where you would feed the real bullets into the belt, but that exposes your hop up right in there. And that'll also help with disassembly of the gun if needed. And then also up here, I don't really want to do it, but you push this up and the barrel assembly will come out. Now that is also extremely replicated off of the MK43, because another part that was very specially made for the Navy SEALs was the interchangeable barrels. Because on support weapons like this, in real life, like I said, it doesn't overheat, but in real life, they do overheat. Extremely fast, in fact. I mean, because when you're a support gunner, you are laying down the trigger. These guns don't have single shot where you can just conserve your ammo. You're on full auto all the time. Your gun's going to overheat, so barrels become ineffective and too overheated, and eventually you may even clog up, and that will potentially destroy your gun and present danger to yourself. So what the Navy asked for was an interchangeable barrel. Take the barrel out, put it aside, maybe even throw it out if it's just destroyed. Just throw it aside, pull out your new barrel, pop it in there, and you're good to go again. Never have to worry about any malfunctions. Just like this gun, I have never run into a malfunction except for the box mag accidentally switching off. There is a switch on it that has, it's called sound control, or I think it's control, and so that's whenever you pull the trigger, it'll load BBs in. There's also auto wind, which is basically only meant for maintenance issues on the mag itself, just to kind of check and see if it's running and everything like that. And there's also off. So the only problem I ever ran into was the switch accidentally getting moved over to the off position, and I thought the gun was just broke. It wouldn't shoot. I mean, if the gun would shoot, BBs weren't coming out, and I had my buddy take it apart for me, and he looked at me and laughed, and he goes, "Your mags are just flipped off." So we just put electrical tape on the switch when it was on control, so now it won't happen anymore. And then another problem that my other friend ran into, he actually got the same weapon. He just BB's jammed up in the gears of his box mag, but that's also an easy fix. You can honestly field strip this weapon in the middle of a game. I did it actually twice when I thought my gun was broken. I actually field stripped this entire gun, took out the barrel, flipped this up to make sure there wasn't anything wrong, took the box mag apart. I'm so surprised I couldn't find anything wrong. But I do recommend this gun. It does come with a different flash hider as well that is all gray. It matches the same gray here. The gun is full metal. That is why it's so heavy. And that new flash hider that comes with it, that's also metal. I've just left that on there because sometimes I go to fields that require the orange tip, and it really doesn't matter on this gun because the whole point of this isn't stealth. It's pretty much being loud and just keeping the enemy's heads down while the quiet guys do all the work. Right up here, this black part, that's polymer plastic, extremely, extremely durable. Just about as durable as this metal that's all over the gun. Everything else on the gun is metal except for this little part right here on the stock. It's plastic, and then the box mag is also plastic, but everything's metal. That's why it's so heavy. Do recommend this gun. You can find it on Airsoft GI, Evic TV, or evic.com. But I did find it for a lot cheaper on evic.com. In fact, it was by like $40. Very, very nice buy on evic.com. And like I said, I do recommend it. Another feature that I did forget I've been looking at this whole time, is right here underneath the flash hider. Adjustable rate of fire. It's crazy, isn't it? When you turn it one way, it'll lower the rate of fire to about maybe even like 8 BBs per second. Actually, probably lower than that. Probably about like 5 or 6 BBs per second. When you turn it up all the way, all the way back around, it will be going up around 18 to 20 BBs per second, which is extremely fast. And so that's why I say this gun really keeps their heads down. There is a little thing that comes with it that you can put in here, so it's always stuck on the higher rate of fire. Sometimes when you're running around, I mean, this thing does come loose, and it will accidentally adjust itself to a low rate of fire. So when you try and pop up your head, not allowed to use it coming out, you just gotta quickly adjust it, turn it, and then go back at it. And the sights on this are very good. Just your standard M60 sights. Does come with this carry handle here, which is very nice for transportation to and from the fields or from your car, wherever you may be. Fire selector is ambidextrous, and like I said, only safety and full auto. And then right here on the stock, you have a flip up shoulder rest, and then that is easily put back down. And I do really recommend this gun. That's all I can say. It will, without a doubt, put the enemy's heads down, and everybody will be incredibly scared of you when you show up to the field with an M60. That's what a lot of people call it. It's technically an MK43. I really like going with the technical terms, but you guys are going to call it an M60 anyway, so why try? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I love this gun. I plan on keeping this thing forever. It really has that wow factor, and it's amazing. Very, very intimidating. I totally recommend it. Worth the money? Yes. I would actually say if they lowered the price by like $50 or so, definitely. It's like a $360 gun. The range, I wasn't too impressed with. This is actually the first gun whose range has surprised me for the money that I paid for it. But if you think about it, it is a heavy weapon. It is an M60. You're not going to find one for a cheaper price than what it is on evic.com. And so, like I say, it is technically worth the money. The range, if you do want to hit people from like across the way, like outside of 100 feet, if you want to hit them with the pull of a trigger, this gun might not be for you. But if you do like the support role, this gun is without a doubt for you. Unless, of course, you like the more Call of Duty approach with the saw, whatever. If you're saying, well, I want a more modern day approach, this is a modern day gun. This is what the Navy uses instead of the saw. So, even, just give it a try. If you don't like it, sell it to your friends for like $300 or whatever, and go out and get an M4, whatever. But I love this gun. It's great. I'm going to keep it forever. And, yeah. Alright, so basically pros and cons. Pros, FPS, rate of fire, and the intimidation factor, and adjustable rate of fire on top of that. And then easy field stripping and auto winding box mag. Cons, probably the weight, a little heavy, makes it so you can't move around as fast. And I gotta say the range is a con. Honestly, I do like picking people off from a very long distance. This gun really isn't for that. But I mean, that's just about it, really. I mean, I know that range is a pretty big factor in airsoft, but like I say, I keep repeating this. Get this gun. It's pretty awesome, especially for the money. So yeah. Alright, guys. See you later.